Hello everyone. In this presentation, we will show a short lesson sequence for young learners based on the story Feed the Cat Too Cool for School. Our lesson sequence is designed for E1 young learners age 6 to 8. At this level, students begin to understand basic vocabulary and simple sentence in English. For this reason, we use a story support by image to help them understand new vocabulary and follow the events in the story.
Well, for this part of the lesson, I am talking about the literacy focus. For this part, it's essential the listening comprehension, the reading strategies, and the narrative development for ability. And this is focused on the telling a story and in a powerful strategy for a language learning. And this allows students to develop linguistic skills such as listening, like I said before, and even the imagination, the creativity. Through reading, learners connect to the language and in emotions, vocabulary, grammar, and their connection to the real life, and making it in a meaningful learning experience. Now, it's important to know about the learning objectives. The first one is the general objective that said understand the story of Pete the cat by listening and activating prior knowledge to predict the essential element of the story. This is important because we have to know with the students how to manage a story in a good way in the class, of course. And the specific objectives says number one, identify the main characteristics or characters and events within the story. Number two, recognize the grammatical structure presented in the story. And number three, create a story using what was learned in the class based on the story studied.
In this part, let's talk about scolding strategies. There are three moments or three activities. First, activities pre-reading. The teachers introduce the vocabulary in this part. The second moment or the second activity is during reading. The teachers show the question at the same time students watch the video. It's very important the students is focused. Three moment of final activity is post-reading or writing. The teacher conducts an interactive or dynamic activity in this part, and finally with grab up and some belong. Let's practice a theory post-reading. What will Pete wear today? Let's open closet. Oh, there are a shirt. Now, oh, there are pants. Next clothes. Oh, there are shorts. There are boots. Oh, see the beautiful socks. What do you think that beautiful shoes? Do you like a tie? A tee? Oh, see the beautiful sunglasses. Do you wear a hat? Now, let's read the story.
In this part, we are going to describe the activity for the class and with the students, of course. And first, we are going to watch the video about the story of Pete the cat too cool for school that describe different clothes that uh, he's going to use for be cool for the school, but he thinks something different in the final time. That in this part with the class students, we are going to have interactive questions, like for example, Pete the cat is $1 million question is, what should he wear? This tell us what. Number two, which and how many of Pete's friends tell him what to wear to look spectacular at school? Every item of clothing that Pete's friends offer him is one of his favorites, right or not? How did Pete feel when he tried on each of the recommended items? And finally, what did he ultimately decide and what was his reflection about the clothes, about how feel himself with the clothing? And finally, in this part of the lesson, we have to work in following the questions. We could organize some interactive cards in which the answers were placed from first to last. And for example, in the first imagine, we can see the one cat that use a ball and a cup. For example, in the second imagine, we can see the cat with a t-shirt and the boots. The number three, we can see the cat with a t-shirt and a pants with the color green and red. And the number four, we can see the big cat with the t-shirt, the pants, and the socks with color red and white. And we have to organize this imagine in order. The students, the kids, they have to organize this imagine in order to know about the story.
As a final activity, draw your favorite eating clothing. A student will write Peter Cat wearing their favorite clothing item from the story and write a simple sentence describing it.
Hello everyone. In the second part of the lesson, the dynamic focus more on speak. A student try to read the text about the cat, and at the end, they share a short reflection about it. The main ideas is to observe the fluency and help them improve their speak skills. In this part, I organize the lesson with different dynamics. For example, children try to dress the cat with different clothes. While doing this activity, they listen new vocabulary and practice expressing their idea. They also use their creative during the activity and continue with my partner.
In this way, students not only practice vocabulary and simple structure, but they also connect personally with the story and express their ideas in English. This also reinforces conversation in a creativity way. Thank you.